I went JUCO to Jacksonville Junior College. The first year I redshirted. The next year I played. I did really good. We won in our region for like the first time in a long time. My dad ended up getting sick, so I transferred to McLennan thinking that it was about an hour away. Jacksonville was like 2.5. I was thinking if I was closer, it'd be easier for my dad to come back and forth.
Yeah.
And he ended up passing away before he even got a chance to see me play at McLennan.
And I'm sure like that was your inspiration to keep going, right?
Yeah.
You said you wanted to quit multiple times.
Yeah. Only reason why I kept going is because I was thinking about him.
Welcome back to Just the Facts, y'all. My name is Jimmy. Today I got a special guest, Akili Vining, guard for UTA men's basketball. Akili, appreciate you taking your time out your day to do this interview with me, man. How you feeling?
Man, anytime, feeling good. Just came off a big win. First conference game of the season. We want to know versus ACU. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
How's the season been so far? Being at UTA, you being like a transfer and everything like that, coming into a new program for you, new program for your coach, KT Turner. We'll touch on him in a little bit. But how's it been so far?
Pretty good. My coaches has made it an easy transition. So as my teammates. It was a smooth process because we've been here since the summer. So It hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. I'm enjoying it.
What's your favorite part so far?
I say the access to like the way we eat, the way that we train, the way that we just like take care. We're told to take care of our bodies and stuff, like just the Division I access. Cause I came from NAIA, we didn't have those type of setups. So I think just taking advantage of everything Division I.
Has to offer and all that.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I feel that. Well, we can kind of stay on that subject for a minute since you did come from NAIA. You said right.
Yep.
What do you think is the biggest transition from a smaller environment like that to like a bigger environment in terms of the style of play? Is it different? Because I talked to your former teammate Isaiah Wyatt, and he told me there was a little bit of a difference there. It's actually more skill-based there. Here is like a little bit more athleticism at the D1 level. Obviously, he's at UTSA and whatnot.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's skill and athleticism.
Okay.
And then just knowing how to play the game, coaching, all of that. Like NAIA, you can get away with just being more athletic than everybody. NAIA, you can get away with being more skilled than anybody. Either one, you can get away with it in NAIA. I mean, some guys would be same as you because they've come from D1s and stuff like that. But Division I level, everybody's good. So I think mentally is where you set yourself apart because you're going to find guys athletic. You're going to find guys that are skilled. But, hard work beat talent when talent fails to work. So if you're working harder than them and then mentally you just know the game better, then you'll beat that team, or that person in front of you.
Yeah.
So I think it's all mental once you get up here.
Okay. Yeah. And, let's take a trip back memory lane, man. You growing up as a little kid, man. Where'd you grow up, first of all?
Fort Worth. I grew up in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth,
I'm
okay.
a Fort Worth native.
Okay.
Over there, I went to North Crowley High School and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I live by there right now, still to this day. But growing up, was basketball your first love?
Actually, no. I played quarterback until like the 6th grade. I love football way more than basketball.
Yeah.
I was really good at football. Yeah, I was really good at football. But when I got to 7th grade, everyone started to grow and get athletic. And I was like the latest bloomer. I didn't grow. I didn't get strong. My speed didn't, everybody took off speed-wise, so I just didn't have anything for football. And my dad thought I wouldn't grow, so we just stuck with basketball. I actually didn't grow until my sophomore year in high school. I was like a 5-foot freshman. I played varsity at South Hills. I transferred to South Hills, and I got this little injury. And from the injury until I was cleared, I grew from 5 foot to 5'8".
Yeah.
And then throughout high school, I ended up graduating 5'11". I didn't get to 6'2" until college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was throwing dots back then?
Nah, back then I was more. Quarterbacking, I loved Michael Vick, so I played like Vick. I could throw the ball, I could run it, but I'm ambidextrous.
Okay.
So I could do options either hand, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like to scramble. I could throw the ball though. Yeah, I was nice, bro.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Vic was your inspiration with football?
Yeah, Vick was.
He was tough.
Yeah, I wore number 7. I wore his helmet. I wore the visor. I did all of that, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out Michael Vick.
Yeah, and then since we talked about inspirations, you playing basketball now. What was your biggest inspiration growing up in basketball, if you did have any?
I would say aside from players, my inspiration was my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, he inspired me to be great in anything I did. He was my biggest supporter, my biggest fan, my biggest critic, and like he just made sure I had the best opportunity to be successful. He believed in me when nobody else did.
Yeah.
So to this day, I'm still inspired by him, even though he's in heaven now. So it's like, yeah, my dad inspired me a lot.
Biggest inspiration.
Yeah, my biggest inspiration was probably him.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure you take that along with you throughout your journey now, and it kind of makes you stronger, right?
Yeah, definitely. My goal was always to retire him and my mother.
Mm-hmm.
They were separated, but they were really good friends. He used to work a lot of shifts, like 16, 17-hour shifts. He drives trucks. Some days I wouldn't get to see him. And then he used to sacrifice sleep to be at my games or practices and stuff. And I'm like, man, I just want to make it to a point where you don't have to do this no more. Yeah. Same thing for my mom. My mom raised my two other brothers by herself for the longest. She worked 2 jobs and all of that, but she did the best she could for them. And I was just like, man, I'm going to take care of y'all one day.
Yeah.
So that's my goal for real.
That's the best inspiration to have, man.
Yeah.
Like to retire your family and everything, because for me, that's the goal as well. You know, them sacrificing a lot for me.
Yeah.
And then the least I could do is give back.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's my goal as well. So it really helps me push along whenever there are like bad days, because you got to like see it all in perspective and whatnot.
Yeah,
so sure. Moving forward, out of high school, were you highly recruited at all? Or?
I was top 100 in the state my senior year. I had a down season though, so I didn't want to go Division II out of high school. I just believed in myself a lot more, but I ended up going. I had a lot of interest from Division Ones, but I didn't execute my plan. You know, and I was a late bloomer. I didn't get athletic and all of that until late. So I went JUCO. I went JUCO to Jacksonville Junior College. The first year I redshirted because they wasn't allowed to go to the tournament.
Yeah.
They were banned, so I would have wasted a year. The next year I played. I did really good. We won in our region for like the first time in a long time. My dad ended up getting sick, so I transferred to McLennan thinking that it was about an hour away. Jacksonville was like 2.5. I was thinking if I was closer, it'd be easier for my dad to come back and forth.
Yeah.
And he ended up passing away before he even got a chance to see me play at McLennan. Those coaches there were the last coaches to talk to him. They told me, they promised us a lot of things, and you know how coaches do. You know, they say one thing and do another. I played there. I was doing my thing until they set me down for about 8 games. I had a lot of Division I offers, but I wasn't allowed to go on any visits due to those. I don't know why, man, to be honest. It's a lot of stuff business going on. Yeah. So I ended up losing every single offer. After those, I sat down 8 games. I was told from some of the schools that the coaches were saying negative things about me, you know, untrue things that, you know, just really attacked my character, and that wasn't who I was.
Yeah.
I was battling a lot of things mentally, and I was real close to giving up on basketball. So it got to a point to where after that season, I didn't have no offers. I hit up my coach from the first JUCO and told him, like, man, I don't got nothing. Like, can you just help me find somewhere to go?
Yeah.
He ended up finding me West Florida. It's a Division II in Pensacola, Florida. I enjoyed everything off the court there. On the court, I didn't have any issues with the coach or anything, but he was a military type of guy.
Okay.
So the way my hair was, he would bring that up. Like, I used to have, my hair is dreaded now, but I had twists with, like, dye. And he used to ask me every day, when was I taking my dye out? When was I taking my twist out?
Yeah.
And I think those type of things played a role in why I didn't play that much there. When I did play, everyone knew I was the best guard. When I didn't play, it was just like, why is he not playing?
It was all like politics and
stuff.
Yeah,
political, and him just having his favoritism and stuff like that. I still talk to those teammates, real cool guys. I went from there. I ended up leaving there as well. So that was my 3rd school.
Yeah.
I was contemplating quitting basketball again. A teammate from my first JUCO, Vidal, he hit me up and was like, bro, we need a point guard. Like, I need you to come play with me, bro. Like, it needed to be like it was. I was like, all right, bro, bet. Let me see what y'all coach talking about. I get there. They tell me they'll let me be me as long as I don't you know, be anything negative, which that was easy for me. So I get to be myself. I play hard. I work hard. I get to play basketball again. I get there, and I guess some credits was messed up. My coach had missed some little details. I was supposed to take summer classes. He kind of missed that, so I had to sit out that entire year. The first semester, I was initially supposed to sit out that first semester. I get there. Some BS happened at the end of the first semester. I got cleared for one game. I played that one game. We win by 30. Then the next day, I get uncleared for the rest of the year.
Damn.
And they took the season away from me. So that following year, which was last year, I'm a senior. I'm supposed to have another year to play after that. But NAIA tried to take it away from me. I played really good. I got the season, I think, in game scoring record. I had 45 points, 9 rebounds and 7 assists. I think I missed like 7 shots. And I had a really good time up there. Like, some of those fans, some of those people that went to that school come to these games now.
Yeah.
They won't even, like, it's crazy how, like, what you can do by playing basketball, like the connections you can make.
The inspiration you can have.
Yeah. So I went through that. I played, and I took a gamble. I bet on myself rather than trying to go overseas or anything. I wanted to give myself an opportunity to play at the highest level. KT got the job. I had a coach, one of my old AAU coaches was close to him, and he had just told me to come up to an open gym one day. I came to an open gym, I hooped. Nobody said anything. I left. And then KT hit up my coach and was like, hey, man, tell him to come back. I went a second day, did even better. He said, hey, man, tell him to come back one more day. I went the third day, and after the third day, he wanted me.
Yeah.
That's all he needed to see, and I really thank Coach KT because he gave me a real chance to chase my dream and play at the highest level. So now I'm here.
Damn, that's...
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like, it takes a lot of, like, what's the word? Like, persistence, resolve, determination to, like, keep battling, because each stop you've been at, it's like something happens. You go somewhere else, something happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all throughout that, you're like, your dad was sick and everything, and, you know.
He passed away throughout that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, that was your inspiration to keep going, right?
Yeah.
You said you wanted to quit multiple times.
Yeah. Only reason why I kept going is because I was thinking about him and what he would want for me. And, like, all my struggles I'm telling you about is all on court.
Yeah.
So if I told you about the off court, you wouldn't even believe me. You wouldn't even believe that I'm still here for real, man.
Yeah.
I really went through it, like some crazy stuff. I really went through it, but you know, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm here today.
How I think about it is, like, he wouldn't give you these battles if he didn't know you could overcome them. You know.
Literally.
That's kind of how I see it.
Literally. So my granny always told me, man, she's a holy woman. Every day I talk to her, she prays God. She prayed for me. My uncle prayed for me. My mother prayed for me. My granny, my uncle, my mom they always kept me positive, man. Like, every time I'm like, man, I'm tired of going through this. They would always tell me, like, God got a plan for you.
Yeah.
You just got to keep going, believe in God, trust in God, and everything gonna work out the way it's supposed to.
Exactly.
Not when you want it, but when you need it to. And lo and behold, I'm here living out a dream for real.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Going back to, like, your freshman year of college, all the way back. You know, I talked to your buddy Isaiah Wyatt. We were in the same class, so I went to middle school. Well, you went to Summer Creek too.
Creek,
yeah. But you was like a year older.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him was in the same class.
I think I was 2 years ahead of Isaiah.
Okay. Yeah, we was class of 2019.
Yeah, I was 2017.
We would always play in PE and whatnot, but I interviewed him in the summer, and he was like, asked about him what his welcome to college moment was.
Yeah.
And he mentioned you dunking on him in practice.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
That was actually my sophomore year. That's when I transferred to McLennan, and I had helped get him there. You know, I was like, man, he can play. And we was doing this drill called a wall-up drill. You start at the elbow, you got to sprint to the opposite block, and you got to beat me there before I lay the ball up.
Yeah.
And Isaiah came in, and I just didn't feel his presence, so I just took off on him. And I dunked him. And
He's like, he ain't even there.
Yeah, I dunked on him. I looked at him. I was like, welcome, little bro. Like, he taller than me. Isaiah about 6'4", 6'3 and a half, 6'4", and like maybe 215. At the time, I was like probably 6 foot, 6'1", 178.
Yeah.
But I could jump. So I put him in the rim. I dunked on him twice that year.
Damn.
Yeah, I did it twice.
Oh, he didn't mention that, Isaiah.
Yeah. I dunked on him twice. He didn't learn his lesson, so I did it again. Like, I think it was like a week or two later.
Yeah.
I caught him again. He's like, man, you only want to dunk on me. I was like, nah, that ain't true. You just
happen to be there.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I introduced him with that for real.
He told me that opened his eyes to, like, just college in general, but really at the lower levels, because he didn't think that the athleticism was there for guys like that, and for him to have that moment, it made him realize like, damn, even at NAIA or like JUCO, it's like that.
Guys, yeah.
So I want to ask, what was your welcome to college moment, if you can remember?
My welcome to college moment.
Like favorite moment or something to open your eyes, or
I think aside from basketball, but basketball related, like it wasn't a basketball thing that happened. My first year at JUCO, right, the year I redshirted, I walk into the gym, bro. I'm freshly 18. I just turned 18, and I see my team. It's 23 guys on the team, bro.
Yeah.
And it's dudes that are 21, 22, and I'm like, y'all are transfers? And then it was a 24-year-old freshman. And I'm like,
just getting started.
Bro, he's just getting started. I'm like, there's no way. And like, I'm the youngest dude on the team, and I'm competing with him, but it's like, I'm looking like, bro, y'all are stronger. Y'all are bigger.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, like, is this what college is about? Like, you got to be 18 years old, and you got to outplay these dudes. And like, I was like, I wouldn't say they was just better than me. They were older, stronger, but like, I was giving it to them.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like I would have played that year if I would have chose to play. But I chose the red shirt. But yeah, them. It was a dude named Jabari Narcissus. He was on my team. He went here.
Oh, he went here? Yeah, I remember that name.
Jabari,
Yeah.
6'9", right? I had never played with. I've seen him before, but I've never played with a dude who was 6'9", could shoot threes, block shots, and dunk the ball. He dunked the ball so hard, bro. It was a practice. He didn't dunk on me now. I never got dunked on. Like, I always got out the way. We was doing this drill. It was called, I forgot what it's called, but you throw the ball over, and it's one dude at the rim, and you just throw it back and forth, and one of y'all got to go finish. You got to contest like a 2-on-1 drill. And they threw it to Jabari, and he went and dunked on this dude named Christian Barrett. That dude he was a beast, but he dunked the mess out of him. He dunked him so hard, like it sounded like a gunshot when he dunked it. Boom! I'm like, yeah, nah, I can't be under the rim with these dudes, bro. But,
like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Other than that, like, I got my shot blocked a few times, layups. I never got my dunk blocked.
Yeah.
But I got my layups blocked, like, just not knowing they were right there.
Yeah.
It was doing that Kevion Blaylock. He went to William Penn, but he was in JUCO with me. He was about 6'6". He was the dude. He was older. He was like 23. I have never seen a dude to this day dunk the ball every time like him.
Yeah.
Left leg, left, right, left. And then he blocks everything at the rim. He overseas making a bag. Like, he had the most dunks in the whole entire country his last season.
God damn.
Out of all divisions.
All divisions.
360 in the game, windmilling in. Dude, crazy, bro. He taught me how to dunk. Like, I didn't get really athletic until I got to college.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to control my athleticism. He showed me drills and stuff to do to make my bounce be more consistent. And after that, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your welcome to college moment. Moving forward to this season, wrapping this thing up, y'all recently just played Arizona, top 5 team. I want you to talk a little bit about them because over the past couple of years, they've been dominant in their conference, Pac-12. How was it like playing against them? Like, how hard is it to play against a team of that caliber? Because
personally, I feel like Arizona gave me my welcome to Division I moment.
Because that game was close in the first half, and then
close.
They went like on a 40-something.
It was a 20-0 run.
Yeah, 35-4. I see right here, 35-4 run.
Yeah. To be honest, what they showed wasn't anything I haven't seen before. Because those type of guys, high caliber guys, 5 stars, we played them in high school. Those type of dudes. I think the biggest difference for me was the atmosphere.
Okay.
Playing in Arizona and seeing all those people, like, dang, this is crazy. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And, like, I wouldn't say it got to me, but that was something that was completely new to me. I had never played in that type of atmosphere. I did it in high school, but it wasn't that big.
Yeah.
Where the whole crowd is cheering for not you. You feel me? Like, one of my teammates airballed, and they called him airball for the rest of the game. Every time he caught it. You feel me? So it was exciting, but playing against those teams, you realize they don't really have a weakness. Like, none of them took bad shots but one person on their team. But everybody else, great shots. They rebound, they get it to their bigs. Their bigs are huge, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that was really, their bigs are so huge. Like, 7 foot, 265, and he can dunk you. Umar Ballo. Yeah, Umar Ballo. And the best player I played against on that team was the guard, Colin Boswell. Little bro, nice. He young, but he's a 5-star dude. One of the first 5-star dudes I played against, I was like, nah, he deserved that 5-star. He can play. He didn't shoot that much, but he efficient. he just runs the team, makes the right plays. Like, that dude is nice.
Yeah.
But other than that, it wasn't nothing I wouldn't.
Do you think there's a like for 5 stars?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they can have more of a laid back type of mindset or attitude, knowing that they're a 5-star versus a guy who's like a 2 or maybe even a 3
Definitely.
star who like has the edge to him and has to like prove himself every time?
Definitely. I mean, I think there's a reason why you have some 5 stars who fall out and don't make it.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who be like, I'm a 5-star, I ain't got to do it.
Yeah,
like,
can get complacent.
Yeah, but the ones who are 5 stars and know they still got work to put in, they're the ones that actually live up to their potential. You know, they're the 5-star talent with the work of a 2-star.
Yeah.
Those the dudes who like really make a difference.
Those are most dangerous.
Yeah, really, because they really grind.
Yeah.
Some dudes got it naturally. Like some dudes, you like, man, he ain't never have to work on his game, and they never do work on their game, so they get caught and get left behind. Then you got one like, dang, every time I see him, he gets better and better, bro. Like, what can he not do? It's because he constantly working on himself.
Adds on to the game.
Add on, yeah. That was the whole thing with myself. Always trying to add on. Like, dang, what can I do better? What don't I do well? Stuff like that. And I think the 5 stars that think like that be the ones who really go get that bag.
I'll end it off with this. You do a little bit of music on the side too. I kind of peeped that a little bit. Talk about that, and what do you see yourself doing with that in the future?
Music I've always loved it. I had a big stepbrother who sings. He was in this group called Four Way, really, really known in Fort Worth growing up for me. He introduced me to like just music. Like, I love it. But doing it myself didn't come until my dad had passed. I started writing in my notes. And my homeboy Mike was already making music, like playing around. And I was like, man, maybe I should start doing this and turn it into a song. So at first I was using music as like my therapy, my personal therapy, 'cause I wouldn't talk to nobody. So I just write down my feelings and go record it. And then when I started getting better at it, I was like, dang, I really enjoy making music. Like, I love this. Like, this is another passion of mine. Like, at one point, basketball was going so bad for me. I was like, man, I was trying to drop basketball and just focus on music. But in the future, I feel like right now, if you listen to like the most recent album I dropped or the most recent song, I'm ready for whatever right now. I just got to get the right people to hear it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like being from Fort Worth, you know, they don't rap about mainstream things. They rap about stuff that people don't really want to hear no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I rap about anything that anybody can relate to, like any person can relate to, whether you're a gangster, you're a regular person, you're poor. I rap about anything anybody can relate to. I can sing a little bit, vibe, love, heartbreak, anything, struggle, overcoming things. That's the type of artist I am. I just write about my life.
Yeah.
So I feel like once the right people hear it, it'll take off. I feel like whether basketball shine a light on it or music shine a light on basketball, one or both of those things are going to take off for me one day. So I just got to stick to it.
Yeah, and it's easier to get better at something when you love it. That's what I always say. So I always tell people, like, do what they love regardless of whatever else is going on. Because you're going to get better at it because you're willing to put in the work. It's something you love to do.
Yeah.
So for that being your outlet, that's like a really good outlet because a lot of people can resort to a whole bunch of other stuff that's like
drugs.
Negative form drugs, alcohol, partying, just not being focused, trying to fill a void a different way. But for you to fill a void through like poetry and like music, that's therapeutic right there.
Definitely. I don't do no drinking. I don't do no smoking. I don't pop no pills. I don't do none of that, man. I just be myself forever, So yeah.
Isaiah told me that too. He was like, he don't do none of that stuff.
Nah,
he stays out. He stays out the way.
Yeah, he do.
And sometimes he'll get people that'll like question him on it. Why are you doing this?
Why don't you?
Yeah, and it's like when he told me his journey, he was so locked in on what he had to do, and he's reaping the benefits of it now.
Yeah.
So like,
he
just being
never
locked in.
cared for that type of distraction now. Like, if I'm being honest, I've drunk before, and I did for the first time last year. I just turned 23.
Yeah.
So I did it like last September. So I'm 24. My first liquor was at 23. So I've done it a few times, but I don't drink. Like, I haven't had a drink, I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Like, since we got on campus, I hadn't drunk, and I don't get drunk. I don't care for it. Like, I can have a bottle, and it'll sit there.
Yeah.
I won't touch it. I'll give it to somebody else. But other than that, I don't do nothing, man. Just I don't see no reason for it.
Yeah.
I had bad examples.
You don't feel a purpose for it.
Yeah,
You're trying to set a better example for yourself.
Yeah, and for whoever's watching me.
Exactly.
You know, let people know, like, what artist do you know or athlete do you know that is successful that don't talk about doing drugs?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Even basketball players and NFL players smoke weed. You feel me?
Yeah.
Artists do the lean and all that. I don't do none of that.
Hard stuff, yeah.
You feel me? So just want to be different and be loved for being different. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Akili, I appreciate you, man. Final thing before we end it off. What's kind of like your goal as a team and individually for this season? Wrapping it up.
As a team, man, we're trying to get that chip, that conference chip, and take UTA to March Madness.
Yeah.
You feel me? Do something that ain't been done in a long time. I think it's probably been done once or twice. I don't know. But I know it's been a while since they've done it. So we want to win a chip, conference chip, and get some wins in that tournament, man, and make history for real. And I think our team goals will help me accomplish my individual goal.
Exactly.
So my individual goal is just to be recognized and find a way to be paid doing something I love, whether it's music or basketball. But right now it's basketball, so I want to go to the G League or go to the NBA or go overseas, and then I want a few awards. You know, I want to be considered one of the best point guards in the country. If I can get WAC Player of the Year, that's a goal.
Yeah.
I know right now it looks like one of my teammates is getting me. I got 5 other teammates on this team playing so good
Shamar
that they
going
could
crazy.
get it. Shamar, he's killing. DG's playing well. Makai's playing well. He's probably
Freshman.
him and K probably get one of them going to get Freshman of the Year because K's stepping up playing real well right now. So, like, we got a really good team. We got what it takes to do that.
Yeah.
So, if anything individual for me will come based on what we do as a team.
I like that mindset. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Akili, appreciate you, man, for being on here, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
It was a pleasure. For y'all that are watching, please go follow my man. Shout out your Instagram.
Yeah, Baby Boy Polo, man. Go follow me, man. Y'all, I got some good content.
Listen to the
me?
tracks.
Yeah. Tap into the music. Y'all like it. Y'all like it.
For those of y'all who are watching Just the Facts, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And stay tuned for more content like this. But other than that, this is Jimmy from Just the Facts. I'm signing out. Peace.
Those.